Hey everybody, it's Jen here with GoldGlitter Girl. As you can see today, our video is Christmas crafting, and this is some Dollar Tree DIYs. If you've watched my last Dollar Tree haul, you'll see a few of these items on there. And the first one we're going to do here is these candlesticks. And as you can see, my white Waverly chalk paint. And we're just going to paint these, give them a good coat. And I'm going to be making a 2-tier tray. So I wanted to just welcome everybody in. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button at the end. I would really appreciate it. Leave me any comments you like. I hope you enjoy the video and give me a thumbs up. And if it's not your first time here, welcome back. Thanks so much. I'm so glad you tuned in today. Been working on this one for a little while. You know how it is with the holidays and the kids off from school, stopping and starting. So I tried to edit it down and give you the basics of what I'm doing here. It's pretty straightforward. So we're going to paint these candlesticks up in our white paint. And I have 2 different trays I'm actually going to make. And a bunch of things were done off camera just for time's sake. So forgive me for some things that don't seem in order. There is another candle holder that I'm going to use, and I have 2 gray platters that I'm actually going to use with these particular candlesticks. I wasn't sure at first when I was painting these what I was going to do. But you'll see me try and decide what I'm going to do. But a lot of the, actually almost all of the gray painting that I did was, I actually forgot to turn the camera on. So you're only going to see me make the one white tray. But I'll show you the other one at the end. So just stick with me for a second here. Because I notice you'll see all that gray paint. And I don't really use that much on these. I do a little distressing with the gray. And with that little milk jar in the back there, I'm going to paint that as well. And it's just for distressing. You'll see it looks really nice. But I also did a picture frame that you'll see in a minute. And I did that with some gray and white. I'm going to put a Christmas photo in there and put that in my house as well. But I don't think I did that one on camera. I think that was late one night I did that one. So you're just going to see me try to decorate it a little bit. I don't know if that was a Dollar Tree or not. That might have been like a special at Michael's or something like that. So here's that little milk jug. This is from Dollar Tree. I believe I bought them all at the same time. And I really liked how this had the little logo and the embossing, I should say. The embossing on it and the texture all around it. And you'll see once I paint it, you see how the texture begins to show a little bit better. And so I do it gray first, let it dry a little bit, and I go over it with some white. So I really like that look. And then before it's completely dry, you'll see in a minute, I actually rub it a little bit just to see what it will look like. So I did that same technique on a Halloween bottle that I did, a potion bottle. And you'll see after I go over it here, I just kind of rub it with my finger and it gets a little more distressed and you can see the glass coming through, and I really like that look. I didn't want to do it too much, but I did that all around and then I just let it dry the rest of the way. I think actually I go in with a little bit more white after this, but I don't think I showed that on camera. But you'll see it in the end, it turns out nice. So set that down, let it dry. Candlesticks need a little bit more. These did take a little bit of time. And you see you get a little bit messy. I've seen some other YouTubers use gloves, and that's totally fine. But my nails weren't done or anything, so I wasn't worried about it. Half the fun of crafting is getting messy. And as you can see in the background there, my desk is pretty messy. And when I move the camera at a different angle, you're going to see it really messy. So I apologize for that, but I was waiting to get some of these crafts done before I actually cleaned up. And as you can see there, I'm just rubbing some of the paint off. I think it looks really cool. Sorry for a little bit of noise there with the wet wipies. I gotta clean up because this chalk can get everywhere, chalk paint. I made a big mess, but I tried to clean it up. Sorry for my little break there, my little cleaning break. I don't have a lot of room to work with, so I try to keep my one area at least paint free so it doesn't travel, because I've had that happen many times. It gets on many other projects, makes a big mess. So I'm going to straighten this area up real quick, and then I'm going to move on to the garland. In a second you'll see that. Sorry about that. And with the garland, it's also a Dollar Tree item, and I know a lot of you guys have hauled this as well. And I did pick it up because I knew I would need it as filler. I wasn't quite sure how or what I was going to use it on. So I was just trying to mess around with it a little bit. And then I tried to do a bow, which didn't turn out all that great, but I kept it. Not really good at making bows, if you couldn't tell. And I just decided to kind of play with the garland a little bit and see what I could make with it. I've seen some guys make really cool ones on here. And, put the little ornaments on and make their own, string and lights and things. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do that or not, because I do have some garland that store-bought garland that I already use on one of my tables. But this year, since I'm mixing everything up a lot, I'm not quite sure. So I thought I would start it and see how much I had, how far it would go. So here I'm just painting it a little bit for that snow-covered effect, to see how I liked it. And that's why I only used a small bit, because I wasn't sure if I would like it. So I'm just adding a little bit of that. And that's pretty easy to do. I hope you guys aren't hearing that lawnmower in the background. I'm sorry about that. It's so hard to get a quiet spot. Checking on my candlesticks. And the next thing I believe is going to be that little Santa ornament that I like so much. Again, Dollar Tree ornament. I know you guys have all seen it. And I really liked it because I don't typically buy my ornaments at Dollar Tree, but I really liked it. Thought I could do something with it. And as you see here, I'm going to paint the Santa because I didn't like that it was a dull white. I wanted him to stand out a little bit more, and his mustache was a little bit messy. Like, I didn't like how the cardboard was sitting, and it just didn't look right to me. I'm not sure if that's the way it's supposed to be or not, but I went ahead and I painted him and I tried to fix it. And the beard looked okay, but I just didn't like the mustache. And you'll see, I tried to put some glitter. I tried to fix it up, and I cut out a lot of it because it was just a waste of time. After I painted him, and you'll see what I do in a minute. I wasted a little too much time on this little Dollar Tree ornament. I should have done something else, but live and learn. So you'll see me painting him. And I was also working on some pocket letters at the same time, so that's where you see a lot of paper around and different things on my desk. I tend to get really involved. And then I put everything away all at once, and then I go looking for it because I can't find it. So I did the edges of the sled too to make it look snow-covered, and I wanted to do the same with the sign and just make it a little more personal. Add a few touches to it. And I was hoping it was going to turn out okay. There's the glitter. You know, glitter usually makes everything all better, but in this case, it still just didn't look right to me. So after I get done with all of that and look at it for a little bit, let it dry, I still didn't like it. So I put a little bit of the garland on it, and that part I liked. Put a little snow on that too. There's that picture frame I was telling you about. That was the same gray and white paint. That turned out really well. That's a thicker wood. I believe that's either Michael's or Joann's. I think I had that in my closet for a while. I decided to use it for Christmas. So, let's see, the Santa. Not sure what I'm doing here. Just gluing that on, okay. And then I'm going to move to the picture frame. And I have some of those glitter trees that I bought in a bag, I think at Hobby Lobby, for, you know, other paper crafts and things. And I decided to put a few on the bottom of the frame, and I thought that would look cute, and you'll see that in the end of the video. So here you'll see I took it all apart after all that, ripped it apart, took the Santa off, just kept the sled. And so I got these popsicle sticks that I had also in my stash, and I took out all the red ones, lined them up, and decided to re-glue them and make that my new sled, and then decorate that. And you'll see that in the end as well. Well, here I'm just deciding, do I use them? Do I not use it? Do I throw it all away? What do I do with it? Which, as I said, I wasted way too much time on this little ornament. And I have other things there. I have some bling, I have stickers, I have doilies, those little Christmas tags. I just couldn't figure out at the time what I wanted to do, but I was getting kind of frustrated with it. And I think what I ended up doing is just walking away from it for a little while. And I think I finished it a separate day than this when I filmed this, because it just wasn't working out. I'm sure you guys have had that experience. So here we are, a new day. Here's one of my other Dollar Tree Santas. And I think I might have bought this at a different time. I'm not sure. But I did see someone add some pink to their Christmas display, which I really want to do as well. And so I decided to paint him pink. And I thought he was really cute. I thought the little pop of pink would be nice. So I used one coat of the white chalk paint underneath, because it was red and said ho ho ho. Again, you can see it on my Dollar Tree video. And then I used this color here. I think that's bubblegum pink. And that one I'm not sure is like a satin pink. I'm not sure of the color name. And I'm going to use some glitter, two types of glitter, pink and white. And I also have a thicker, chunkier glitter from Recollections. And so I pulled all that out of my stash and decided to see what looked best. So I believe this is one coat. You can kind of see the letters underneath it a little bit, but I let it dry. Now I move on to my tray. And I apologize for not showing you before, but I had already put one coat of paint on it before I started filming. But you guys have all seen these. These are the oven burner covers that you get from Dollar Tree. I actually had to go to a separate Dollar Tree last weekend because my Dollar Tree didn't have them. And I was looking for some type of tray, but again, I couldn't find anything in the right size. So I ended up purchasing this at a different one. And so this is my second coat, I believe, of the chalk paint. And you don't want to go on too thick, but you do need to cover everything. So you'll see me going over it a few times. Try to find the right paintbrush. And as you know, if you put too thick of a coat on it once and you go over it too many times, it will take the paint right back off again. I'm sure anyone that's used chalk paint will already know that little tip. But yeah, I just thought I'd inform you of that little helpful bit. And this does take a little bit of time and patience to go all around, and depending on how distressed you want it. I really was looking for something metal so that I could just put a little bit of paint and distress it, but actually ended up getting this, and it worked out fine because the other thing I have is gray, but that's going to be a different look altogether. So I like the idea that this is plain white because I can use it on other occasions as well. So we'll see how that's going to turn out. So I go all around the edges. And I have seen a lot of crafters do the white base and then go around the edges with the black to make it look enameled. I was thinking of trying to do that, but I don't have a good black. And I didn't think I could have a steady enough hand to go around the edge and make it look like I wanted it to look. So I didn't try that this time, but I might go back and try it another time. And then this was the top tier. Again, put a second coat on, make sure everything's covered. And you don't have to be perfect with the bottom because, of course, you're not going to see it. Excuse me, the sides, of course, is what you pay attention to. The rim of the covers, because that's what you're going to see. And I hope it's not too boring watching me paint. So now the inside I had not painted yet, and I was thinking, do I really want to paint the inside? You're not really going to see it. What could I do on the inside? And I remembered I have some of the scrapbook paper. I guess it's supposed to look like shiplap or barnwood, I guess. I couldn't find the exact one I was looking for, but I did find kind of a cool looking one. You'll see in a minute. This was just extra popsicle sticks I painted. I think I'm going to do a little snowflake design with that, and so while I had the paint out, I decided to paint them white. And I had the camera rolling, so I left that footage in here. It just takes a second. My kids and I did these snowflakes a year or two ago. We put a lot of glitter. It was a lot of fun. So let me get this out of the way in a minute. Okay, now this is the paper. So I just traced it around the back and cut it. And you'll see it's a little bit big. So I end up having to go back and just trim it down a little bit. I thought that was a cute paper, and I like the design, and it'll go well with other things in the house. And so I just spray that down. And I've had this craft spray forever. I hardly use it, so I decided to use it on this since it was a larger surface. And it worked pretty well. Just smooth that all down. I think I got that paper at Joann's. I think. But if you want to know, leave me a comment below, and I'll try to double check. Let's see where I got that from. Okay, I'm going to straighten up again, and then we're going to decide on our design here for our tray. The tray was the main craft that I was looking to get done. The other things were just kind of filler and things to put on the tray and the tree. And I have a lot of Christmas decorations, so I really don't need to make anything. I kind of just wanted to do a couple of things this year a little bit differently. And there you see my desk, which is just disgraceful. It's terrible. I know. So here was that other candle holder that I had painted white. Actually, it came white and I repainted it white to give it a brighter white to match the bright chalk white paint of the other tray. So I'm thinking it's not really tall, but I don't have another one of those. And the other candlesticks I glued together, which I didn't show that part. But I really like the way that looked better with the silver tray. So I think, and I had this little gray one from Halloween, but it wouldn't go. So finally we reached the end. This is my little vignette. Now, of course, this is not how it's going to be set up. This was just a quick little display so that I can show you the finished product. Again, I'll do a video when I decorate for Christmas. These will most likely go on my dining room table. So I just quick put this display together. There's my Santa in the back and my little ornaments. Also got those little trees at Dollar Tree. And I end up putting the little milk bottle there in the middle. There's the trays and my garland, some flowers, and a little glittery frame that I still need to find a picture for. And I got the glittery picks at, I believe, Michael's on sale. Yeah, they were half price. And there's the little houses that Dollar Tree has, and I painted those as well. Forgot to show that on camera too. Sorry about that. So forgive my my background here. I tried to cover it as much as I could. Just my bookshelf back there with all my scrapbooks and things. So in the back you can see the two little houses, and if you could see, it was painted. I put a little more paint on it for snow. That's the finished photo frame. Another ornament from Dollar Tree. There's my cute pink Santa. I think he came out pretty good. That's just a mason jar we had from before. And here's my other little house. I put some glitter on him. He came out really cute. So yeah, so that's the white tray that I did. And the little gingerbread man, I believe I got from Michael's as well, half price. So I thought that looks really cute. I think when I'm done decorating and putting out all of my things, I think it'll look really nice. So not too bad for my first try, excuse me. And that's the other little ornament that I had finally finished. I made it pink and put a little veneer candy cane on there. Excuse me. A little pine cone, some berries, and I painted that little candy cane, put some glitter on him. Yeah, so let me know what you think, how he turned out. And here's the second one. And this is the one with the two candlesticks hot glued together. That platter, the top one, the top tier, I had showed once before. I believe that was from Michael's on clearance. And the bottom tray is a Dollar Tree item. And I had painted that with the gray and white Also, to make it look like aluminum or galvanized aluminum, to kind of make them match, because it was a shiny kind of plate platter. So I think that turned out pretty well. And I only used hot glue on those candlesticks. I'm hoping they stay together. I put a little bell on it with some string that I had. And that's a picture of my little dog, who is no longer with us. But I thought it was appropriate with the Santa Claus, so I put him in there. And yeah, so same type of items, but different tray. So thanks so much, and please leave me a comment below, thumbs up, and thanks so much for watching, and have a Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. See you guys in the next video. Bye.